and just disgust and disgrace the room. I mean, it's disgusting and disgraceful what he's done. He should be embarrassed. I hope he is embarrassed, but it's not acceptable. I don't know why he's done it.
I want to come out and apologise because I feel, it's appropriate to make that apology to the people who came to the press conference and the viewing audiences. I sincerely apologise, and I'll try and improve.
John Fury is, again, a showman. John Fury, he's got people talking, because when he was up there, he said what he had to say to get his attention, to get everybody's attention, and then he didn't need to do any more because that's what everybody's talking about. I think Carl.
That's the blow actually that sends you straight to jail usually. Should be getting arrested, should be getting done for assault. I don't know what's happening, but it's all being swept under the carpet and nobody's calling it out. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to call it out. John Fury is a disgrace. What he's doing is bringing boxing into disrepute. It's disgusting, thinking it's okay. Shouting on top of his voice, blood, guts and tears, this is what I do. I do this every day. This is what I live for. Blood and guts, this is what I live for. What are you talking about? I mean, you got banged up, didn't you, for gorging somebody's eye out years ago. You've not been in any trouble since then, which is good. Be peaceful, be nice, be kind. And then you go and lower the standards and let yourself and your family down. And more.
Good morning, people. Just want to make a quick apology for my inappropriate language yesterday. It's unacceptable. I accept that. But emotions run high, we get involved, and it is the fight game. It was pandemonium. But let me sincerely apologise for my outburst of language. I wasn't alone doing it, but I want to come out and apologise because I feel, it's appropriate to make that apology to the people.
And if he does it again and he's over, he's going to get fined again. And I don't know if it's by the pound, by the ounce, what he's getting fined for, but it's an expense.
Actually, so there will be an appeal taking place. So that fine could be reduced or it could be increased. It goes in front of a completely independent appeal student.
Father of the king of the world. I think he's referring to Tyson Fury. When you have kids, most people, when they want to talk about their children, they might pull their mobile phone out and show a few pictures. Big John just shows you his balls. That's where they came from. If there's anyone who needs a Manscaped advert, it's fucking John.
Well, who knows? They're great at self-promoting, aren't they? And, listen, you've heard it all before. You've seen it all before. When Tyson Fury fights, the whole circus comes to town. And everybody just jumps on board and says the first thing that comes into their head. So it is what it is. Like I said, I don't think Froch should be disappointed with that one bit. You're not, certainly. So is it good for the sport? They're promoting the fight.
Be any more of it, that's for sure. And everybody wants to show some respect to each other. And let's see what the fight where it should happen in the ring on.
The pressure is now on John to behave himself. He's distracted a lot of attention and talk, and I'm quite sure someone will have a word with him out. The authorities will have a word with him out there, because that's not the front.
Carl Froch just destroyed John Fury's apology and made it crystal clear that sorry doesn't cut it. We're talking about a $100,000 fine, public humiliation, and Froch saying this behavior deserves jail time, not forgiveness.
Just a fucking idiot. Plain and simple. I mean, geez. I mean, look, we've all seen the tantrums he's had. Headbutting walls and headbutting people and smashing Perspex glass and holding his balls and saying he's the king of the world and King Kong balls and whatever else. And I was just fed up of it, genuinely.
And here's the kicker: Froch isn't backing down one bit. He's calling this dangerous, disgraceful conduct that went way too far. The man is absolutely livid, and he's not accepting any excuses for what went down at that press conference.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's boxing, it's family. John's John. Both goading each other. Both very personal. Both means a lot to everybody. Shouldn't have done it.
But wait, it gets worse. Froch is questioning the entire culture of boxing right now, saying all this talk of violence and chaos is completely unacceptable. He's demanding discipline and respect, not the circus act we've been seeing lately.
Just so confident in himself. He would gas inside of 2 rounds. 2 rounds, but if he even made it 2 rounds with Carl Froch, he would gas probably in the first round. He's 60 years old. I'm not saying he couldn't hobble about for 4 rounds or something, but he would be gassed inside of 2. Because the way that John...
Now listen to John Fury trying to walk it back. He's admitting the language and behavior crossed the line, blaming it on emotions and the intensity of the fight game. But guess what? The damage is already done and nobody's buying it.
But if Carl did do it, I think Carl would smash him. But I just don't think he will do it because he's got that memory, he's got that something about him that he's at an age where he's still physically fit enough and strong enough if he commits himself to.
Here's where it gets absolutely wild. Johnny Nelson is warning that repeated misconduct like this will lead to even harsher financial penalties. We're talking about discipline that's no longer optional in modern boxing. Every mistake costs serious money.
And then there's Froch, who's been paid to fight. He's used to getting money for knocking guys out. I'm sure if they put enough knocks in front of Carl Froch, in front of Carl Froch, then he might rise to it. But he ain't going to rise to it if there's no money on the table, if there's no end goal. If you want to punch up, you can go out in the street and have that any day of the week.
And get this, Robert Smith confirms that actual physical contact occurred. This wasn't just verbal drama, guys. This was a serious breach that triggered official review and disciplinary action from the governing body itself.
He's a genuine, world champion level fighter, and he's actually bigger than you'd think, right, when you meet him. He's a lot younger than John, and his peak was outrageously good, right? And he's kept himself in shape. And even now, I remember having a chat with Eddie Hearn, about what fighter you've met is the toughest fighter. And he said to me, if I'm ever in a bit of bother, the man I want standing next to me at a pub or whatever is...
Hold up, because the reactions are all over the place. Some people are treating this like comedy, saying John Fury's antics turn serious boxing into viral entertainment. The sport is becoming more spectacle than actual competition.
Bully, and big bullies need putting into place. And if I'm the man that has to do it, I will do it. I don't want to beat an old man up. I don't want to start on a 60-year-old man. But when I look back, when I beat George Groves up in front of 80,000 fans at Wembley Stadium, rendering him unconscious, he was 11 years younger than me. I'm only 10 years younger than Big John Fury. I know he doesn't look well, does he? He looks a bit older. I don't want to give him any stick, but he's 10 years older than me, 60-year-old man. I'm pressing on for 50. So, is it a fair?
But here's the thing, Duke McKenzie thinks this is just part of boxing's identity. He argues that drama and circus-like energy have always followed big names, and it all feeds the publicity machine that builds hype for fights.
The person in charge knows, can you look yourself in the mirror and say, I've done the right thing? And that's the question that needs to be asked.
Just quickly, I feel like the frustration on their end, I suppose, isn't the fact that he took the offer, but more so the dealings around it.
There's some offers of offers.
Frank Warren completely disagrees, though. He's calling this disgraceful behavior that reflects badly on the entire sport. No promoter wants to see public disorder at their events, and this crossed a line that shouldn't be crossed.
No, not really. It's thuggish behaviour. John Fury's, is boorish, thuggish, unedifying, unpalatable, uncouth, vulgar behaviour. Absolutely. But what do you expect from John Fury?
You know what's crazy? Eddie Hearn admits it went too far, but also points out the business reality controversy drives attention and boosts fight hype, even when the conduct is criticized by everyone involved.
What did you expect him to do? Convert into a Samaritan? Is it a nice look? No. Was it a nice look over the years in boxing about so many things? This ridiculous sentimentalizing of society and expecting everyone to behave in their best version.
Now here's the brutal part. Analysts are breaking down what would actually happen if these older fighters tried to back up their words. Age and conditioning would be major factors, and stamina would drop fast in any real exchange.
What John does, he's very, very, very passionate around his sons when they're fighting, and it gets something out of him. I spoke to him, literally face to face, and I said, well, what is upset? He said, I don't want people calling me out because I'll take any man on. Yeah. You know the comment.
Carl Froch fired back with pure confidence, dismissing challengers and attention seekers while making it clear he's not interested in giving opportunities to people he doesn't respect. The man believes in ring dominance, not empty talk.
John Fury, Carl Froch, who wins that one?
Difficult one to call, that, isn't it? You got to go with the Cobra. You got to go with the Cobra, mate.
Really?
The Cobra's dangerous. He's still in shape. 48 years of age.
John's standing over there behind you.
You got to go with John Fury. It kicked off a little bit. But it wasn't only Carl Froch that he went into either, did he? He actually went into Lennox Lewis as well. He started steaming into Lennox Lewis a little bit, and I go, whoa, who wins that one?
So there you have it. What started as press conference chaos turned into fines, apologies, and divided opinions across the boxing world. Froch demands discipline while Fury's caught between emotion and backlash. Here's my question: does this drama build hype or slowly harm boxing's image? Drop your take in the comments, smash that like button if this breakdown opened your eyes, and subscribe because boxing politics are getting crazier by the day.